What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. One Piece 608. You guys know the deal. What's going on? No reason to really recap it. We're in the middle of the climax of an arc. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot of sputtering in place until we actually get there. We did get some good Luffy versus Caesar round 2 last episode, though. That was kind of cool to see. I'm assuming he probably beat Caesar in that room right there in that moment. If that bird bitch doesn't swoop in there and do what she does. Regardless, they're all doing their thing. What was very interesting, though, is the end of the episode with Law. I had some people explain to me, and it was kind of explained here, of like, this was the entire reason he became a warlord, was to come to this island specifically for what is in that room. Now, people were saying, like, you know, he can't access that room without warlord status. And I'm thinking, like, does his ability not grant him to do what he's always been doing, like cutting out pieces of wall? I had 3 people tell me that, like, the walls of there are specific, like sea prism, granite, adamantium, vibranium walls that, like, even with the devil's fruit, to be able to cut through that is something he couldn't do, which doesn't make sense to me. People were like, oh, compare it to like Whitebeard trying to break down Marineford. Remember, like, some of those walls and stuff weren't just crumbling. You know, they were still, like, standing in pieces. Like, granted, he did fuck everything up, but some of those walls were still standing in good structure. It's the same thing going on here. So I don't know what it is about the walls that do, like, are they just sea prism infused walls and they even resist the effects of devil's fruits? Like, is that what we're going with here? Or, like, how is... I have absolutely no idea how that works, what that works, how that does what it does. I have absolutely no idea, but people have been explaining to me, like, that's the reason why he can't just, like, cut out a chunk and go in like he's been doing all the way through the entire lab. But do you need... So he needed warlord status to enter the room. In what way? Like his DNA? Or the system? Like, he's been put in the system? He's like, oh, Law equals warlord. So if he ever shows up at the door and they scan him or whatever, it's like, oh, he's a warlord, we can let him in. Sure. I don't know what the title of warlord, how that's granting him access to the room, other than if it's something system wise that, like, you will never be able to get in here unless you're given clearance. Like, we can't even open it for you. Like, it's already self run behind the doors, and if you haven't been notified in the system of a certain status, the doors will never open for you. But even aside from all that, if something that powerful, and that goes back to, again, I guess the Marines just think that highly of themselves or situations. If something that crazy is in here, strong enough to take somebody down, how is there not security around this at all times? Even if you think, oh, the island's uninhabitable, you can't breathe there, there's ice, there's fire, there's XYZ, yada, yada, yada. How could you leave this unguarded and unprotected? Because to the Marines' mind, none of this is going on right now. Like, Virgo doesn't stop by here. There's no G5 forces here. This thing's just sitting here. And you think others won't figure out a way to, like, gain access to it? I have absolutely no idea. But that's where we're at. So, see what we get. See what we get. Oh, it closed. Virgo is in there too. He just airwalk out of there. Where'd Virgo go? I'm assuming, I mean, of course he made it. Virgo's not gonna die in that room. Yeah, that foot ain't feeling too good, is it? Hey! Yeah. Man's got some hairline fractures in his fibula down there. No, that's him. Speak to him, man. Let him know. Yeah, they're too loyal. Just let him know, man. Just be real with it. The truth will come out. She knows deep down. Sanji knows. But you don't want to break their hearts. Oh. He's talking to Flamingo Boy. The voice. Where the hell are you? It's a nice looking island. Man's over here in his Cuban estate and shit. Just off the coast. Got girls hanging out. Who's the girl over here with blueberries on her finger? She's just someone that just challenges him every day. Did her arm just turn into a gun, by the way? Okay, maybe that... What the fuck is going on? Surely... Her arm just turned into a gun. Is she lost it? What's happening? Would you eat a weapon fruit? I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm trying to listen to the conversation and see what's going on. Yeah, he needs that. Yeah. Well, this is his little crew. Who are these people in the shadows? Okay, so this is a much deeper storyline here. Why is his transponder snail dressed up like him? That's a whole deeper storyline there. What is up with him and his memory? What the fuck is going on? Because I thought this was going to be another thing like, oh, there's Doflamingo, there's his crewmates. You know how we meet somebody new and they always show us their, like, crew behind them and shit? I'm like, oh, that's Doflamingo and his crew. I'm sure we'll have to fight them at some point. We got people in the shadows and people that he grew up with and their relationships and XYZ and yada yada yada. This is a deep storyline here. Yeah, kill this bitch. Aww. Yeah, that's why you're getting your ass dotted up. He's about to snap this girl's arm off. I don't know if she ate a weapon fruit or what. He's gonna have her shoot herself? That was one of the deepest plot conversations we've had in a long time. I gotta go back and look at that. Need a snow fruit? I guess the wings help her in the snow, huh? Luffy, if you don't blink on this bitch... Snow fruit. She can create it too, which is crazy. I can understand if you can control it, but she can create it as well. It's kind of cool, I guess. But like, right? Right? What are you doing with that snow? Show me something else than that. Okay. Okay. Just a little bit of skill with it. I was with Luffy in the beginning, like, okay. It's a little chilly, and what? Luffy, if you don't blink on this bitch and get rid of her so we can get to moving, like, come the fuck on. I don't have time for this shit. This is something that should be beneath Luffy. Oh, it's a snow clone. But really, though, this should be beneath Luffy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is she a Logia? Is she? I'm trying to think any possible thing elemental-wise can categorize as it, right? I would assume. But yeah, I need to go back and hit that conversation. I was trying to look at all the characters they showed. They showed like 4 new characters, which I'm guessing that's like his crew. But then who are the people in the shadows and what are they talking about? There's a lot. We have to go back and look at that when the episode ends. Yeah, I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her laughing. I'm tired of all of it. I mean, it's just dense, soft snow at the end of it all, no? Boom. Let's get the fuck out of here. Infuse with some hockey and let's get on her ass and get out of here. Oh, lovely. I mean, you know she's in there. She said we have to stay here. We don't have time for this, Luffy. We really, really don't. And they cut from it. Yeah, I need him to just like lock in. For real, for real. Forgot about this storyline. Oh, he gave her the breakdown on everything. She can't hold that. Didn't he say he was gonna dip to the other? Gonna try and hold them here. Oh shit. Girl, go. Get to running. Alright, Mocha. You gotta be... Okay. I'm gonna try to hold them here. Instantly breaks through the door. Chopper, I need you to go, big boy on him. And they cut from that as well. Dragon out here going crazy. Like, I just find it so wild. Are you telling me that if Zoro was in front of that door, or Mihawk, they couldn't slice through that SAD room? I refuse to believe that. You tell me if Whitebeard was standing right in front of her, he just doesn't crater that wall? I don't know. It's like me trying to wrap my head around the Sea Prism and hockey stuff as well. It's like, you telling me just because I got a Devil's Fruit and that makes me weak, but I've got Conqueror's Hockey, I can't flex and bust out of here? Yeah, because he was stuck at a dragon. Why? I was about to say, what are you upset about? Are you okay? Oh wow, man doesn't take you serious. Excuse me? Well, go get some of your respect back, sir. Yeah, Robin, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. What's going on? After that Doflamingo conversation, everything else has just been nonsense. Get his ass. Yep. Now someone slice. Breast band girl. Alright, now someone just cut the head. The long-nosed goblin. Quick adjustment. Free chiropractor adjustment. Yep. This is your chance. This is your chance. This is your chance. This is your chance. I think they actually kill it. Freeze it. Doesn't want. He uses flames. 2. Go, Brooke. That's your window. Whose voice actor is he? The problem is he's yelling all the time, so I can't pinpoint it, but when he speaks normally, I hear somebody. I hear somebody's voice when he speaks, but he's been like yelling and joking the entire time he's ever been on screen, so it's hard to pinpoint it. Did they just leave us? Guys? Are... Okay, they're not going very far, I guess. Yeah. Some rage in there. Sir? Brooke's like, I'm crazy, but you're a little unhinged. Yeah, get that rage up out of your heart. We gotta go. We gotta go. Oh, shit. Okay, he did go Super Saiyan mode, and he's getting his shit beat out of him. Where are the bigger kids? Ow. Ow. And I'm assuming he's trying not to hurt them as well. You would assume. Okay, she's in the room. We gotta make sure she doesn't walk in there and start hyperventilating with all those candies and shit around her. Girl? Uh-oh. That dragon is his son? How do you... And how do you just randomly drop that there like that? I feel like that's so randomly placed. Now I wonder, I guess we see a little bit where the rage is coming from. Does he think that dragon had something to do with his who knows? Son eat a dragon fruit or something? That's a whole other thing. Whatever. We'll get to that when we get to that. I need to run through this conversation again. We can skim through some of it quicker. Alright, so we see some characters here, right? We got the girl with the blueberries on her fingers and the big boy back there. I treated him as a younger brother and watched over him. So there's serious history between Law and Doflamingo then. So we've established that off rip. He's at the manufacturing room. And that's where the gas is produced? Okay, I don't know who this is. If she's actually blood sister to Law or what. She's clearly got some weapon fruit, whatever. Here's what I would do if I were him. She's freaking out. I have a feeling this is not the first time she's done this though. He's over here in his like Miami, Cuban, Dominican Republic estate though. Destroy the room, kidnap Caesar, because Caesar's is the only one that could produce it. So if you destroy the room, the only way that gas and stuff is ever going to be produced again is if I have Caesar just do it for me and I have him in my possession. Or yeah, just get rid of it altogether and kill him. Oh, to my boyfriend. I thought that was his sister. She said boyfriend. Maybe that's Law's. He's the only one that knows how to produce the gas. Okay, so there's another one of his guys over here, I'm assuming. What, Deadshot, Deadpool, who knows? But if he does such things, I'll be in trouble, Virgo. And why would you be in trouble? If Caesar gets killed, no one else can produce that gas. Then it will ruin my business. Okay. Okay. Girl's name's Baby 5. You can't do that to the young master. Okay. And what would happen next if I got into such trouble? And okay, Blueberry Girl. Okay. Okay, and then we got these people in the shadows again. Are these just other people in his crew that they're yet to show us their appearances, or is this even deeper than that? I don't know. I thought I saw Big Mom for a second when I first saw it. I was like, no, it's not her. Law is rebelling against us. So Law's really integrated in this. Okay. And then I'm assuming there's history between Law and Virgo, of course. And of course the transponder snail is dressed up. I'll shoot a picture. Okay, this is the second time now, okay? He calls him Dofi. That's an oddly specific thing to know. So what's up with Virgo and his memory? That's the second time we've seen that happen. He was looking for his sword. Bird bitch said, you're not a samurai, you don't have a sword. He's like, correct, you're right, I don't. Same thing here. He's like, no, actually, you're right, I don't. What's going on? Why does he keep memory slipping like that? I don't know. And he does his devil's fruit shit. Yeah, and that's where we left it. Okay. So there's a lot of interesting moving parts there. Clearly there's a deeper history there, because I thought this was going to be another one of those things like, oh, look, it's Doflamingo and where he hangs out, and those are the people on his crew. Cool. And like we just cut from it. They do that all the time. All the time. Where we cut in on somebody, it's like, oh shit, look at them in their crew, and they cut away from it. That looks to be a little bit not a little bit, a lot deeper. I don't know the relationship between Law and Doflamingo specifically. There seems to be a lot of years in time and growing up together. Is there actually a strong BFFFF relationship there, and Law is just deciding, I don't want to do what y'all do anymore? Or did Law never want to do this, and he finally feels like he's strong enough in her position enough to really break free from whatever that underground family nonsense is? We'll have to wait and see. So that was some pretty good stuff there. And the random drop of like, where's the boy? Oh, he was the boy that turned into his dragon. What was his name? Drops the name. We'll see what plays off with that. But that was some interesting stuff there. It saves us from the monotonous of the episode. We'll leave it there and see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,